Hi everyone, welcome to this 30-minute yoga flow to relax and unwind. So, this is the perfect flow to help you to relax, unwind, and hopefully to help you have a more peaceful night's sleep. So, it's going to be nice and slow, nothing too strenuous, and it's just going to be really about giving you something that you can do that feels quite pleasurable and maybe even a little indulgent. So maybe light some candles, set your mood lighting, and find yourself a comfortable position where we can get started. So let's begin with a few nice breaths. You may see some of my little visitors come into the space. I have a couple of little doggies and they like to get a bit involved in yoga. So who knows, you may have a visit on cue. You may have a few visits from my little furry friends too. So find yourself a nice comfortable position. If you can be cross-legged or on your knees, and we're going to start to do some breathing. The main important thing is that you can sit up tall so that nothing in your sort of trunk area or lungs, your stomach, nothing's crushed, so that you're sitting nice and tall and you've got lots of space in the front body. Once you've found a comfortable position sitting down, just place your arms somewhere where they can be relaxed. And then we're going to begin with taking a nice breath in through the nose. A nice big breath in through the nose. Exhaling back out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose. And sighing it back out the mouth. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as we begin to just deepen our breath a little bit and focus in on that breath. So focusing in on the inhale and really trying to draw that breath down into the belly. So as you breathe in, the belly should expand, drawing down the diaphragm. As you breathe out, the belly draws back in, helping to let that air come back out through the body. So just breathing and noticing what that inhale and that exhale feels like. Paying attention to the belly, maybe even noticing the breath around the nose area. And if you find your mind tends to wander off, just gently guide it back onto your breath. So just continue to focus on that inhale and that exhale. So breathing is a really great way of starting to calm the body. Without even telling you, you've probably started to find your breath slow down. And by focusing on it, it helps with things like anxiety, stress, and just helping to bring you into a calmer state of mind. Take one more inhale in through the nose, really fill up the belly, and exhale fully. And then bring your eyes open as we prepare to start moving. So we're going to start kneeling as we begin to move. So bring yourself into a position where you're kneeling. If it's uncomfortable at all, you can always pop a cushion just underneath your bottom, in between your heels and your hips. And then we're going to continue to move, bringing our breath with us. So focusing on the breath as we start to move. So taking a breath in, you're going to reach the arms up above you. Reach up and look up towards the hands, just stretching out. Breathing out as you bring the hands back down. Take another breath in, reaching up. Stretching out. breathing out and lowering down. This time you're going to rise up onto the knees, breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, lowering down. We're going to do one more like that, breathing in, breathing out. Just allow the body to settle. I'm going to bring myself round so I can show you the next posture. So from here, as you've allowed your body to settle, bring your hands through the center. You're going to open the arms out, but have a bend in the elbows. Press the shoulders back and just bring the chest forwards. Just opening out across the chest. And then straighten out the arms. From here, you're going to take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, press them down and bring the chest forwards and up. You're then going to bring your hands out in front of you and come up onto your knees. So you're on your hands and your knees in your tabletop position. So your fingers are facing forwards and your wrists are just roughly below your shoulders, your knees are roughly below your hips. And we're just going to take some little cat-cows. So beginning just looking down towards the ground. As you inhale, you're going to look forwards and start to lower the belly down a little bit, taking an arch in the back. As you breathe out, you're going to round out through the shoulders and the back, lifting the tummy up and looking down towards the ground. Let's reverse that as we inhale, breathing in, looking forward, breathing out, arching, doming the back. Just continue that for a few more repetitions as you breathe in and out. Just really seeing if you can sync your breath as you move. Coming back to center. Just pause for a moment, take a nice breath in and out. And then from here we're going to thread the needle. So just walk the hands a little bit further away from the body. We're going to take the right hand and thread it underneath the left, coming down onto the shoulder. Press the head down and just breathe here for a moment. Feel free to make any adjustments to find a slightly more comfortable position here. One more breath. And then bring yourself all the way back up onto all fours. We're going to do the same on the other side. So this time threading the left hand underneath the right arm. Coming down onto the side of the head here. Feeling free to make any adjustments to make it a little bit more comfortable. And just breathing and settling here. You probably can feel a nice stretch going down through the sides of the back here. We're going to do it once more to each side, so press through the hand, bring yourself back up. Take the right hand under, coming back onto that shoulder, resting the head, pausing. Giving that back a nice stretch out. If you've been doing lots of sitting lately, you've probably found your back is taking its toll on your back. We're going to feed the other arm back through, so taking the left arm back over to the right side one more time. Pausing. I'm spending quite a lot of time seated at the moment, whether that be for work or watching the whole of Netflix. So giving our back some love is really important. Press through that right hand, come all the way back up onto all fours. Just adjust the knees and the hands. And then let's give our wrists a little bit of love as well. So spreading the fingers, we're just going to rock forwards and back. So just taking the weight forwards and back. Just rocking forwards and back, stretching out through the wrist. If you've spent quite a lot of time on devices or writing lots, typing away, your wrists probably need a little bit of love right now. One more time forwards. And then you're going to walk the fingers out so that they look a little bit like wings. So they're out to the sides, fingers are spread. And then this time we're going to rock from side to side. So again, just helping with a nice stretch through the wrists, just in a slightly different way. Just hitting different points in the wrists. One more to each side. And then lastly, we're going to bring the hands back towards the body. Now, I find this one a bit more challenging and the movement is much smaller. You might find as you rock forwards and back and walk the hand round, you've got a bit more flexibility here than I do. But just making sure you're listening to your body, and if there's any pain, just come out of that posture. You don't want to feel any pain. Bring the hands back around. And then you're going to walk the hands back towards the body, come back onto your heels. And then we're going to do a couple of side stretches. So bring your palms down to the ground or just even the fingertips. You're going to sweep the right arm up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, start to fold down towards that left side. So you're coming onto the left palm, reaching over. And you can either keep the face coming forward or you can start to look up towards that top arm. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, take the left arm up. Exhale it down to that right side. Come onto the right palm. Breathe here for a moment, either looking forwards or up towards that arm. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower it down. We're going to come a little bit further this time, so reaching the right arm up over as you inhale. Take the left arm out a little further this time. Exhale it over, just really opening out through that right side of the body. One more breath in. Exhaling. Breathing in, lifting back up. Exhaling that hand down. Again, same with the other side. So you're going to reach that left arm up on the inhale. Walk the right fingertips slightly further away. Exhale that arm over. Breathing here. Breathing into that left side of the body. Feeling that stretch. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower that arm all the way down. So from here, you're going to take your legs out to the side and then bring your legs in front of you. I'm going to twist to the side just so that you can see me. Now, forward folds are a really good way of calming the body, calming the nervous system, and sort of slowing down a little bit. So you're going to see we do a few little forward folds to really help to calm that parasympathetic nervous system that tends to be hyped up throughout the day depending on our stress levels. So take a breath in, you're going to reach the arms up overhead. Sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring the hands forwards and start to fold and hinge at the hips. Bring the hands down, but still leave the chest lifted. And if need be, you can walk the hands back a little bit. Bring the chest forwards and look up so that you're trying to create almost a little bit of an arch through the back first of all. Pause and breathe. Start to walk the hands away, beginning to round through the spine and the shoulders, coming down as low as feels comfortable. Now if you've got really tight backs of legs, you can pop a little blanket rolled up behind the knees or a little cushion just to help with that, or you can even just walk the heels in so you've got a slight bend at the knee joint here. So just breathing here. You might find that as you breathe out, you can fold forwards a bit more, but there's no pressure. You're just relaxing into that fold. One more breath in and back out. Begin to walk the hands closer, lifting the chest and the gaze. Take a big breath in as you reach the arms back up. Exhaling them back down to your side. So take a bend in the right knee. Bring the foot onto the ground. You're then going to step this right foot over the left leg, bringing it to about mid-thigh. Press the sole of that foot into the ground, and then taking the left hand and the arm, wrapping it round that leg, and bringing your other hand behind you, just to the small of the back, and then twisting your torso and head off to that right side. Make sure you're really pressing this foot into the ground and also pressing that hand behind you into the ground. So just pausing and breathing here. Noticing the stretch that you're probably getting down the outside of the right leg into the right glutes. Maybe even a bit of stretching through the back here a little. And there may be some compression in the stomach here as you're twisting. One more breath in. Breathe out fully. And then on your next inhale, bring your body all the way back around. Place the palms on either side and step the leg back out. We're going to do the same onto the left side. So taking a bend in the left knee, planting that foot onto the ground. You're going to then step it over the right thigh to about mid-thigh, pressing the feet, the toes into the ground, wrapping the right arm around that knee, just sort of hugging it in gently towards the body, and then taking your left hand behind to the small of your back, looking over to that left side, or maybe even over the left shoulder. Again, noticing those stretches. You might be noticing down the outside of this left leg, maybe a bit of stretching through the back. And also the compression you might feel in that belly as it's twisted. Just breathing as much as you can, pressing the hand and your foot into the ground. Taking one more inhale and exhale. And then on the next inhale, bring the hands back to center. Step that foot all the way out. So from here, we're going to shift ourselves onto our backs, but taking a bend in the knees. So just gently lowering your back down, bringing the feet nice and close to the hips. We're going to take a breath in, breathing out as we draw the knees in towards the chest, hugging them in with the arms. You're going to rock gently from side to side. Come to stillness in the middle and then open the arms out. You can take a bend in the elbows if you want to. You're going to rock the knees all the way over to the right side. Pausing here, either leaving the head looking upwards, or you can take it down to the left side of the body. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring the knees back over to the center. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale both the knees down to the left side. Leaving the arms open. Again, the head can be facing up to the ceiling, or you can take it off to the right side this time. Just really breathing into that more open side here on the right. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the legs all the way back to center. Take hold of the knees with the hands and just create some circles with the knees. So firstly circling one way, maybe 3 or 4 times, and then taking the knees in the other direction, just really helping to almost massage out through the back. Find that stillness in the middle. Lower the feet down. And you're going to bring yourself all the way over onto your left side, bringing your right hand down. And we're going to roll all the way over, so almost lift yourself up to seated. You're going to twist around and come onto all fours just momentarily, and then take the knees nice and wide and bring the feet together. And then bringing a nice big cushion or pillow, you can place that just in front of your knees here. Knees nice and wide, toes are touching at the back here. Again, if you want to place a cushion underneath the feet here, you can. Take a breath in, reach up. Breathe out, lower the hands down to either side of your pillow or your cushion and walk them forwards, lowering yourself down onto that cushion or pillow, and you can bring the side of your head down. Just relax here. You might find after a few breaths that you want to swap the head round and come onto the other side of the body so it feels equal. Or you might want to just bring the forehead down. So this pose is really good for moments of stress, anxiety, just in helping really calm And as you settle here, you can really focus on your breathing. And with the pillow here, you can also really feel the breath as it moves in and out of the belly. And with having the knees separated, it just helps to create a little bit more space for the belly as well. We're going to take one more breath in. And then exhale fully. As we start to breathe in again, coming onto the palms, starting to walk the hands back in and coming all the way back up to seated. So from there, we're going to take a seat again. I'm just sitting on a little block. Feel free to bring in a cushion, a blanket, whatever's going to make you feel really super comfortable. And we're going to finish with a bit of really calming breathing. So find yourself a nice seated position and just begin by focusing on your breath once more. And before I show you this technique, which is called alternate nostril breathing, and again, it works with your parasympathetic nervous system, helping to calm, to soothe. So really great for times of stress, but also really great in just soothing and calming your body in general. So they say that this is really good for those that have things like insomnia. So I would definitely recommend doing this just before bed. And great news if you're doing this video just before bed, because this is going to be the perfect breathing to really send you into that relaxed state of mind. So to do this breathing, there's two techniques of doing it. There's a visualization version, and there's also a version where you use your thumb and your finger. So the premise behind it is breathing in and out through both sides of the nostrils. So I'll talk you through the method with your thumb and your finger first of all. So taking the thumb and finger, place the thumb over the right nostril. You're going to take a breath in through the left nostril. And then as you breathe out, swap the finger over, closing off the left nostril, exhaling through the right. Taking a breath in through the right. Swapping over the thumb onto the right, breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Swapping over the finger to the left, breathing out through the right. So you could continue that method, or you can visualize it. So if it feels uncomfortable to close the nostrils, just breathe with it in a visualization form. So let's breathe in through the right nostril. Visualize the breath moving over to the left and breathe out through the left side. Then breathing back in through the left. Visualize the breath moving over to the right, breathing out through the right nostril. Once more in through the right. Visualize the breath moving over to the left, breathing out through the left. Breathing in through the left. Visualize that air moving over to the right and breathing out through the right nostril. Close the eyes and just settle into your normal breath. Just focusing on the breath, on your inhale and your exhale. Maybe bring a little smile to your face. Bringing a smile to the face brings happiness, even when you're not feeling so happy. It almost tricks the mind, which is very clever. Softly start to open the eyes. So I'd really like to thank you for joining me for this short little relax and unwind yoga flow. I hope that it has helped you chill out, feel very zen, and prepare you for either a super chilled evening or maybe even prepared you for bed. I can't stress how important it is for you to take time to relax and recuperate. It's so important for your mental and physical health to take time out, giving your body time to repair and recuperate, which is so important. Also, the science says it that all the time that we're on the go and we don't take time out, we know that we are less creative, our thoughts are sometimes more irrational. So, when we take time out, we can be more creative, we can create space in the mind, in the brain to tackle challenges and also be more inventive and innovative with our work and things that we're doing. So take some time out, and even if it's just before bed, and this is a great routine to do just before going to bed, maybe switch off the devices, the TV, and just hop straight into bed after your yoga practice. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope this session is helpful for you. Namaste, and I wish you health, happiness, and relaxation. Take care, everyone. Bye.